Just don't worry, buddy. Seriously, though. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we are back with another episode of Lordaeron the Foremath. Another Shoutcast for you today. Let's go ahead and take a look at our players as we start the game up. We have Lordaeron controlling the Highborn. We have Yusuf controlling the forces of the Lich King. Now, for those of you who do not know, Warcraft 3 is an old Blizzard game, and Lordaeron the Foremath is a custom map set in that game at the let's say end of the Second War, beginning of the Third War, leading into World of Warcraft timeline, allowing 12 players to take control of the various factions and play out their own version of what may or may not have ended up happening. So, let's go back to it. Zero Tool in the teal trunks controlling the forces of the Legion. Awers in the purple trunks controlling Dalaran. Tyrannus Menethil in the yellow trunks controlling the dwarves. Chumba Chumba in the orange trunks, controlling the forces of the Dark Horde. Foxeed in the very green trunks, controlling the forces of the Shadow Council in Outland. Default Diamond in the slightly less green trunks, controlling the forces of the Ranger Corps. Elves alongside the Highborn, who will heal. His main thing is don't lose Sylvanas Windrunner or you become the Forsaken. I feel like I need to mention that every game because enough people don't know that it ends up being a ridiculous thing. Kel'Thuzad under control of Spike Spiegel in the gray trunks. And the rest of the Cult of the Damned. Lord Uther in the light blue trunks, controlling the forces of the Silverhand and the Holy Light in general, as well as the Draenei in Outland. Their job will be to defend against evil in the very beginning. Actually, I've had a little fun trying to learn how to do that race in the last few games. I played it recently. I ended up going Scarlet Crusade, and I realized that's not exactly amazing. I played a game of Lordaeron the Foremath. Yeah. Anyway, dark green trunks, we have Nukester being the tank of the North Alliance in the form of Lordaeron, and Ironheel, another. Actually, he can be tank or he can be a heavy damage dealer. It's actually quite an eclectic race here in the form of the Dragon Maw. Not to mention his later game options are also extremely eclectic, allowing him to become either Old Gods, Legion, or Rogue Alliance. Weirdly enough, not sure I completely agree with that. Thanks, Walker. I appreciate that reinforcement on the Reddit videos. I've been really trying. What's up, Drakes? Good to see you. And Red Felix says, heyo, as a sensei. Sorry I can't watch. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. I know, dude. We're stuck at 720p, and not everyone's going to be able to watch at that level. So, we're just going to deal with it. And first things first, we have Ironheel putting pressure onto Farstrider Lodge. And I think he easily has the advantage here. Haldurin Brightwing trying to feed off the power generator, keeping his mana up. A few Farstrider Lodge spawning a few air units, but are immediately wiped out by the superior forces of the dragons in the sky. And you usually do not see this much aggression early on. At least, I usually don't see Farstrider Lodge go down. Now, this may be a misstep, as the Dragon Maw clan usually wants to take out the cannon here at Dunalgaz Station using his dragons. He's, however, foregone this and decided to take out Default Diamond's base. So it's clear he knew where the enemy was, but not which enemy he should necessarily be attacking. And let's go ahead and talk about the Draenei and the Cult of the Damned. They're going to be the next big fights. Draenei want to defend against the Dark Horde long enough to get money from Tempest Keep, but not so long that they lose all their forces, because later on they can bring back the Draenei as a late game event to try to help them, and whatever ones manage to survive do get out of there. So it's weird. It's like, do I pump a ton of money into those and just count on them later, or do I delay my enemies from attacking the dwarves by keeping them busy in Outland? We'll see what he goes for. I think he's going to try to fight on these mana charge crystals. He's already brought out the Consortium Elementals. Probably going to use those to tank for the most part. He's got to be careful. I love these Exodari as they do have a mana shield. Doesn't seem like it's been activated though. And the Kuranai scouts dropping down these little sigils of Rash, which are essentially just landmines for the enemy to run over. Lordaeron asking Ranger Corps if they can get the Cloud ability on their Dragonhawks, which would... Whoa, my god, Spike Spiegel, what a dingleberry. He's going for the intense towering strategy. Alright, I mean, I respect it. He's got Arc Necromancers in the back, raising up Abominations constantly, Destroyers in the air to go ahead and absorb that, and now he's going to count on Meat Wagons to be able to pummel the back lines with as much siege damage as he possibly can. Always so perfectly synced with Witty. Oh, Lucid One. Did Witty just stop streaming? I realized we weren't getting the hosts anymore, so I don't know when he stops. I know it's usually around 10. Right, pleasure to have you here. If you're coming from Witty's stream, I much love you. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, Dragon Maw have decided to go ahead and retreat, and the dwarves have taken over Gnomeregan, spawning the Skybreaker, and they'll be using this air superiority unit to their advantage to try to hold Dunalgaz Station. Ranger Corps actually manages to push back and are rebuilding a town hall here. Okay, so they've lost the Forest Rider Lodge, but then they went, alright, well, we'll just rebuild something else with blackjack and hookers. And here go the Draenei fully engaged. Now, what I've found is probably the best way to handle this is to try to lure the enemy as deep into Meru as you can, as close as you can. Activate the spells right about now if I were him. Vorpal's AoE invulnerability dome is kind of what you want to look out for, because if you start casting the spells and do that, and then he just invulnerabilities the whole army, it can counter Meru's advantage. Oh, thank you for the follow there, Psycho Boy. Pleasure to have you with us. Thanks for following today. Oh, let's see. And Sweetest React says, go Draenei, go. Alright, so you want to pull them in, kind of taunt with your weaker units in the back, the Shadow Seers, the Archers, and then rush in with your Elec Warriors to try to get them right on the front line of the enemy's casters, and then activate their Stomp ability. Now, Lord Uther, I mean, obviously he's a better player than I am, seems to know what he's doing. He is, however, going to lose most of his warriors here at the moment. Let's keep an eye on his health and his money. Not spending as much money as he perhaps could, but there go down the Starfall-like abilities and static shocks from Meru. AoE heals, trying to resurrect his allies, but a lot of those enemies, a lot of his units already got raised to Skeletal Warriors and cannot be resurrected. You got Kargath Bladefist right on the front line, just confidently kicking ass there, and now he's retreating back to the mana charged crystals. Okay, he's gonna need just enough mana on Vindicator Murad to teleport him and the rest of the Draenei out of here. There goes Vorpal's AoE Invulnerability Globe, and he does indeed, casting his retreat spell on Meru. Remember, you cannot cast this on Meru if he has Divine Shield on, which can be terrible. Alright, now the Alliance is going to assault their little fly in their ointment, as it were. More Destroyers coming in. I don't see... There's what I wanted to see. Damned Mages from our Spike Spiegel character. Fully maxed out caster Damned Mages have the ability to cast Plague Cauldrons. Hopefully we'll see an endless wave of zombies spawning from Plague Cauldrons in the back while Meat Wagons hammer the back lines. And I like this slow siege thing they have going on. Nukester and Jorlorn just kind of slowly just throwing it in there. Just throwing the siege occasionally. It's like, hey, knock knock motherfucker, guess who's here? Alliance, that's right. There's going to be a little bit of harassment. We'll see what the undead decide to do with their units. Quite often you'll see them drop transport ships on this island and try to take Tol Barad. And there it is. Except, yeah, good job, Yusuf. Alright, with the Draenei dead, Meru now goes into the hands of the Legion. I always love this when Legion's allies don't help him kill this thing. They just leave him here to lose his units, slowly trying to peck away at this demigod. But now that he's taken Meru, he'll get a demi-hero as well as a small base spawning here. There it is. And Exarch Sorkrathar. Next battle is going to be at the Dwarven base. Sorry, not the next battle, but the next battle in which the evil is going to be the aggressor. For now, good team, the Alliance. Should be pushing in here. Yep, tank with your captain. See, Nukester's just sitting there with a Lordaeron captain literally taking 0 damage. Yeah, Nukester, if you don't get in there and actually do something, you're a fool. He's not telling you to rush, he's telling you to tank. Alright, Dragon Maw pushing back against the Ranger Corps. Once again, Default Diamond's going to be on the retreat here as a huge wave comes in. And I like this. I usually don't see Ranger Corps go for this, but his Enchanters can raise up these Treants, and it acts as at least somewhat of a barrier versus his enemies, so that his backline Archers can do their work. That's really where all the damage comes from. And oh no, streaming forth from Kargath, the outside members of the Dark Horde, the ones not locked in Darkland, are Outland? The Dark Horde is now flanking the Ranger Corps, and this is going to be devastating for him. Catapults bracketing in his forces, Archers. Oh, that was a murderous exchange, and if I was him, I'd try to get his Enchanters out through the top, but no, he's gonna run them out through the bottom, which is way worse of an idea right now. Alright. And Proto-Drakes with their multi-shot in the sky tearing apart the Born Enchanters. Ranger Corps is now on the retreat, but the dwarves have arrived to help their beleaguered ally in the fight. Let's check out the upgrades. 1 defensive upgrade from our dwarves so far, and 2 defensive upgrades from our Dark Horde player. Chumba Chumba knows that he is inevitably the stalwart wall, but Red Blackhand just fell. What a dumbass! And the dwarves going back, back. That's all we needed. That's all we really needed. Get back. Lordaeron captains are going to sit here soaking up any and all range damage. Nice move from him. Again, for those of you who may not know, Lordaeron captains are completely immune to all ranged non-hero damage. So, they're perfect tanks. Oh god, and now we've got destroyers in the air trying to take out the siege units. Maybe if they can take out a single destroyer. Come on. Damn. Militia archers unable to seal that deal. Gonna need more siege units here. There it is. Light blue's bringing them in. Proud of you, Lord Uther. Even if your allies don't do what's needed, you will. Nuke's just like, hey, just do this easy thing, kill his melee. I'll just stand here and do nothing. Brilliant! Hello, returning beggar here. Hello, Haluria. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Motion sense as well. How you doing this morning? Where are your clerics? We need Dispel. I have Dispel, says Jorlorn. He does. Maybe you should be on the front line actually participating, Jorlorn. Maybe any of you should actually engage in this. I like how they're all so scared of Spike Spiegel that they're just going to let him slowly pick away at them instead. I'd rather let him do that than run in and maybe get hurt. Oh my god. Guys, it's so fucking serious right now. Jesus. Whatever, I guess, says Dark Green. There we go. Finally, the tanky races are getting in there and doing their work. Should have led with the Lordaeron captains, obviously. But, you know, whatever. Alright, and there's the slaughter I was looking for. Even if those towers start targeting a single Lordaeron captain, they're going to do 0 damage. Now, they do seem to be hitting knights occasionally, and it's a lot of damage, let's be honest. Hopefully we'll see the Blood Elves casting... Alright, there's 2 spells that the Blood Elves can cast right now. One is this weird arcane chain lightning thing you can do, but it affects buildings, as well as Lorthamar Theron having the ability to cast this Phoenix Wave attack, which also wipes out buildings. Now, the backline units are kind of starting to block out new melee from getting in. You can see all these archers and paladins are blocked. So they need to kind of push in, and that is Light Blue and Jorlorn's fault. Both of them are blocking right now. And I'm sure it's because they're focused on the fight and they're pretty sure they're winning, so there's no need to open up the goddamn pathway! Let more people in! Anyway. Fucking A. Lorthamar goes down. Yusuf says, no! Yusuf, what just happened? He's demanding that they heal Garethos at the moment, but you can see fewer and fewer Dispels now coming out, and the Alliance is going to be forced to retreat because they blocked themselves out. Very silly. Jorlorn needs to back out as well, but this is a good defense by Spike Spiegel, I gotta be honest. Waiting for them to show up, and then infinite numbers of Plague Cauldrons and Necromancers spawning out, along with Abominations on the front line to tank it all up. It's a good move. Keldazad gets up to level 6. Expected it to be a fail. Wow, Nukester, no wonder I don't accept your games, dude. You were just kind of a whiny baby in these games. Constantly complaining instead of actively doing anything to help yourself as well. And Lord Uther manages to lose Uther. That's a bad bit of news right there, isn't it? That means he's going to become the Scarlet Crusade. Sadian Dathrahan and Renault Mograde now have to run to the front lines. I mean, you guys should obviously hold Spike Spiegel. I don't know if he'll press his advantage. He seems to be doing so. And oh no, Lord Uther leaving a number of his units back here to just kind of be slowly slaughtered. Why are you feeding him? Is this a pro game? I was told this was a pro game. Where are the pros? Alright, let's see if the dwarves can do a better job, because right now Dalaran, dwarves, and Ranger Corps are all dealing against this newly amassed force that's run out of Outland. I don't give a fuck, Marty, over this. Oh, God. Everyone's in such a good mood today, everyone. Hercules, Hercules. Okay. So now, the Dark Horde forces have arrived. Shadow Council, Dark Horde, Burning Legion, and Dragon Maw all together. Oh, fucking somehow they managed to lose the goddamn cannon. How are you guys managing to lose this Donalgaz cannon every freaking game? Does nobody want to build archer towers? Does nobody have a single line of fucking riflemen that could just sit here? Does Antonidas never use his item to repair it? I just don't know anymore. Lord Uther, how you doing with 1,000 gold in your back pocket? Okay. Great. Great is the word I'm looking for. He's doing great. Yusuf hasn't even arrived yet, and things are already a Sorry, a Fustercluck. A Charlie Foxtrot. This is rough. I'm over here insulting Nukester. So he's in the chat. He's like, fuck you too, Azothan. I don't know why people don't use their lumber. You got Tyrannus down here using all of it. Dalaran's using all of it. My guess is Nukester's got a ton. Uther's got a ton. I swear to God, if Jorlorn... He's got a bit. Doesn't have a ton. Oh God, Tyrannus Menethil saying, return north. They need your help. And yeah, Spike Spiegel's activated the plague all on his own, meaning he's popped up a few of these plague cauldrons all around the world. Which will distract his enemies, but it's not going to do too much. Alright, Dalaran's now teleported just north of Anderhall, and they're going to begin trying to turn back the Legion. Luckily, they have a number of dispels, and this will help their allies overall. The Highborn Elves of Quel'Thalas have renamed themselves the Blood Elves in honor of their fallen kinsmen. After losing Anastarian Sunstrider, well, they're going to be a little bit pissed. It's such a weird call by Tyrannus to say retreat when he doesn't have his cannon defense. Jesus. Alright, let's hope Quel'Thalas manages to jump into the fight here along with the Scarlet Crusade. The Scarlet Crusade only has a certain amount of time before they are unallied from everyone else and launch the Argent Crusade. And Dalaran has been pushed back into Mardenhold Keep by the forces of the Cult of the Damned, and this endless wave of summons, my God. Spike Spiegel continuing to raise the dead and send them forth as a smokescreen for the rest of his army. It's going to be a rough one. And with destroyers in the air, Dalaran's in a lot of trouble. Dalaran needs to either stay in the base or get the fuck out of the base, but he can't do this half in, half out thing because now the meat wagons have started to brack in his very sensitive casters, and it's looking like a slaughter, laddie. Holy shit! Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable. Antonidas, you old bitchy queen, get back in the base. Oh, Jaina, remember, the most important thing about engaging your enemies is to make sure they have a clean line of fire on your unarmored casters. I've spent years studying books, and that means I can take a hot load of corpses right in the face with zero concern. Oh, shit! Ah, fuck! That was so slick by Spike Spiegel. Okay, so all of the Dalaran, Tears Fall Guardians, or whatever the hell these are, Tearsfall agents, they're all in the same fucking corner, all trying to teleport out. And that was not the Plaguebringer just dropping down his zombie stun on them. So they all stopped getting summoned out, and now they're all gonna die. And Jaina activates the invulnerability globe very briefly. Now they're trying to teleport out again. Come on, Tearsfall agents. Fucking do it! Okay, some of them got out. Holy gods, that was... I mean, all of me is clenched. Alright. Okay, where is blue? The attack on the dwarves seems to have stalled. Southern Evil is very confused, and actually they're just taking their time killing off things like Bloodwatcher Point and other randomly spawned Blood Elven bases. Sure, that's a good use of your time. Absolutely. The dwarves? Fuck the dwarves. Let's just go ahead and let them keep killing portions of our army bit by bit so we can feed the heroes. That's where the real money's at. Holy crap. That's a fucking 300 IQ move right there. And Anubrak, King of the Fallen Nerubians, is sitting up in Northwind. 203 out of 200 possible supply. And 1,800 gold, 10,000 lumber. What do the upgrades look like? 2-2 and no items, no teleports. We gotta hope that starts to kick in here. It seems like Spike Spiegel doesn't even need it though. Unless he starts getting attacked on all sides. This Cult of the Damned army is functioning and performing better than almost any I've ever seen. Now, the Scarlet Crusade has changed themselves into the Argent Crusade, meaning they will not be unallied from the Alliance. They are now going to join forces with the Blood Elves and hopefully Lordaeron and Dalaran. Fuck is Lordaeron's forces? Wait, where's Nukester? Oh, he's up here at the beach where there's literally nothing going on. He's got a bunch of units outside Capital City, and his allies are about to throw themselves into this without any coordination or planning. Oh, but that is an excellent move right there by the Alliance team. Aiming down all of the meat wagons, please. That was a great flame strike. But if you don't kill them, it was pointless. Oh, shit. Now they're just going to turn around and keep hitting you while they're throwing on fire corpses at you. Awesome. Problem exacerbated. Now, this is a good move by the Alliance, and it looks like there's enough dispels here to make this function. However, Noxoramus has arrived for Spike Spiegel, and once it plants itself down and starts summoning the Frostwolves, this is going to be a retreat kind of situation. Where the fuck are Dalaran and Nukester in this? If they attacked at the same time, or there was any kind of coordination going on, they would have this army dead to rights. But no, it's just constant. Constant, I can do this, I'm a pro, I don't need help. Oh shit! It's like Napoleon and Hitler just going back into Russia. I've got a good idea, I've got a good idea. Oh, it's a bad idea, it's a bad idea. And then later on, Hitler's like, I've got a different idea. Oh, it's the same idea, it's the same idea. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. This is rough to watch. Alright, there we go. Come on, Nuke. Aim down the fucking meat wagons! No! Or just give, poke them in the butthole and then run away and don't do anything when you have the opportunity. Look how spread out this force is and no one's coordinating. Is the Alliance even talking to each other? Did they have keyboards? Did someone give them keyboards for this game? That's what we need to know. Oh, Jesus. Lord Uther is like, I think we just have to leave Lordaeron. We haven't even tried attacking together, but clearly we have zero hope of succeeding. We have to retreat into an eldritch realm previously destroyed by a corrupt race of orcs. That is our only fucking option. Coordinating attacks? Working together? Absolutely not. Retreat across the dimensions! Yes! Alright, anyway. Now the attack on Dunalgaz Station is happening, and I'm confused. Alright, Dragonmaw's getting pushed back. Excellent use of the arcane shield generators, by the way. Again, every undead and evil army just ignores these, slowly purging and damaging their armies and slowing their armies constantly. Poppin' Your Dog says, cheer. If no one wants to cheer, I'll take the first for now. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. They were in voice chat and they couldn't coordinate? Holy shit, Yusuf. This is completely unacceptable. Alright, this is going to be another successful defense for Dalaran and the Dwarves. And Yusuf's now attacking the Argent Crusade base that was spawned in Northrend. You can see the blinking on the minimap right there. Not that important. And a very good job targeting down and focusing on the catapults in the background. You can see that the Dalaran mages were not only casting firebolts, but blizzards as well, realizing that's where most of the danger was coming from, as these choke points prevent melee from being too big of an issue, and there's no significant range units to worry about. So, worry about the melee and worry about the siege when you're fighting Fellhorde. Alright, looks like the attack is slowly going to push in on Lordaeron Palace. This is all well-known community players, and I can't see... We're already fucked. Ugh. Guys, we haven't even attacked together yet, but we're fucked. Anubarak has now arrived in Lordaeron to assist his allies. The Call to the Damned. And now the undead invasion is in full swing. This is going super well. No, Nukester, don't tell me you told them to fucking go. They were probably attacking. You weren't there in the first place. No, don't defend yourself here, okay? They attacked when you weren't ready. You're attacking when they're not ready. That is how this is going constantly. They were already on the back foot and had been pushed back. They weren't ready to just suddenly go when you were. So yelling at them doesn't fix it. This is showing complete unawareness of what your allies are up to, and an expectation of them to function only on your clock, not functioning on each other's clock. This is nobody's good or right in this situation on the Alliance team. This is complete disarray. I was telling my allies to go when I was ready. Okay, cool. Doesn't work for them. Dispels need to be thrown down on these Nerubian egg sacs, but those will spawn big scary Nerubian guards. And now Nubarak is trapped behind enemy lines, actually. He's in Capital Palace, probably a little bit overwhelmed. And Jaina, weirdly enough, is tanking. Not actually tanking. She's using her invulnerability shell to try to keep this in order. And I like the fortified guard tower repair crew over here in the form of the peasants, but damn, we need more people in the front line. I mean, I don't understand how Dark Green has all of his heroes and his melee in the back here while Dalaran's trying to defend, instead of holding the choke point. There we go. Get in the choke point. Nukester, I believe in you. Get those units up to the front line. Utilize them the way they're supposed to. These Dalaran mages should not be tanking, and yet somehow they are. Come on, Alliance team. Fucking push. There we go. Argent Crusades on the way. Blood Elves are missing in action.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
Elbowjoint says, who needs to team up when you can claim a circle here and there while your capital gets destroyed? Alright, Blood Elves are now here pushing along with the Argent Crusade. They've got to keep this up. Nukester, how much money do you have to defend with? Alright, still got 162. I'd be pumping out, I don't know, at least a few knights. Frontline's kind of holding. Chain heals are going off from purple right now. If you're wondering what units are casting that, that's the Kirin Tor. And Noxuramus has landed in the base and activated its Frostworm spawning ability at the moment. Alright, come on, keep it up. Prince Galen Trollbane's heavily damaged, but I think the undead can be defeated if everyone just keeps pushing. Spike Spiegel spawning these flesh golems in the back. That's actually a really good move. Oh, come on. Lord Uther, how much you got in your bank? 477. Jorlorn's sitting on 487. They should throw it to Dark Green so that he can maintain this defense. They obviously don't have a forward base and can't do it, but their ally needs the help. Tyrannus Menethil down in the south. How you doing, buddy? He's on 13 gold. I am not going to talk any shit on him. He's holding like a goddamn Thane from legend and lore. But Dark Green's trying to say bail out. I think they can hold this, honestly, with their allies right here. Look how close they are. This is going to crush the undead as long as they keep holding. But that is going to require a few more units from Nukester. And here it goes, the undead starting to realize their plight, and here comes the retreat. Hell yes! The hell out of the capital city, you undead monstrosities. Spike Spiegel still trying to push in, but it looks like his ally has completely foregone that option. See, Nukester, it was not a bail situation. You guys still got this. I believe in you. However, dwarves are now under attack again. And Ranger Corps still with him, though. Sylvanas Windrunner, a group of enchanters, and enough High Elven archers to do absolutely nothing. Weirdly enough, Default Diamond, I don't know if he's had the money, so I can't actually hate on him right now. Let's check his money. No, he does not have the money. He's probably been giving it to his allies. But he only has one upgrade into his High Elven archers. Getting mass attack ranged upgrades is the way he wants to go. And Dalaran is teleporting out of Capital City to try to flank here, it looks like.
Oh, that's nice.
Interesting move.
That's real.
Papa New Dog says, I want to beat Elbow with the $1.50. Thank you both. I really, I appreciate it, babe. I'm going to do my own little, movement thing here. All right. And here's the non-brilliance of what just fucking occurred here. Instead of flanking the enemy force and taking out the weak meat wagons and the big damage dealers, Dalaran instead was like, I want to be in front of those guys. I want to be getting hit in the face by them. So Dalaran is now suffering the blowback of those choices. No real tanks here after light blue bails. Where did light blue go? Lord Uther, tell me you didn't fucking run away with all of your still alive tanks. I mean, I know he didn't have any army, but the elites were still there. Oh, and what looked like a turning point for the Alliance is now turning into a crush. Oh, Dalaran teleported in front of the meat wagons instead of killing them from behind. That's such a weird decision to make. I mean, you had that. You fucking had that. The undead were in disarray. You had them on one, between a rock and a hard place, and you're like, well, let's get rid of our hard place and just see if we can make a bigger rock. And it didn't work. Sandholt, thank you for the subscription. 3 months in a row. I love you very much. Dalaran just keeps trying to tank. It's brilliant. Gates. Gates are dead, Default. There is no gate to close up north, buddy. Oh, and the Legion has just decided to spawn Mal'Ganis' own personal crusade against the world. This, of course, causes undead monstrosities to spawn inside of Stratholme and gives him a small undead army to lead alongside his dreadlords up north. I suspect Stratholme's going to fall. Let's keep an eye on Capital City right now, though, because it is an absolute shit show. Dalaran pushed into the very back of the base here. If he tries to teleport, he's probably going to get stunned by a Nubrak, or he may just fucking die. All right, Jaina cast the Invulnerability Glove. Now's the time to teleport if you can do it. Everyone's saying to go capital, but that's not an option at the moment. Burning Legion is wrecking shop. Dwarves, it's your job to push out right now and hurt the Dark Horde. As this is a dead Stratholme. Whatever humans were tried to rally here. to defend against this zombie wave. And they're not alive anymore. 2-3 upgrades for our teal player and his attack defense. There we go. Dwarves need to push out because now they realize it's just Dark Horde and Shadow Council down here by themselves right now. Remember when you promised that you will gift a sub to me in the wait, if the emotes didn't come? I mean, the emotes are coming. I have them. Also, thank you. Anonymous has gifted a tier 1 subscription to Nukester. Wow, you got an anonymous. And of course, brilliant. We have Lord Uther sitting here with somewhat of an army doing absolutely nothing with it. I'm so proud of all of you. You're playing so well. Seriously, Spike Spiegel's whooping ass today, and I'm very proud of him. Stratholm stays shut because he doesn't want Jorlorn to help him. It now is in the hands of the undead. Evil team hasn't split up yet, and I can't really blame them all that much. Dragon Maw tries to attack from behind as soon as the dwarves leave the base, and now they have to retreat all of a sudden. Oh no! Dragon Maw runs here, and they're going to take out Dunalgast Station, frantically repairing it, but it's not enough. 1-2 upgrades from our Dragon Maw player. Let's check out the dwarves. 0-5. He literally just wants to be the world's greatest tank with bear warriors. Oh my god. 3 into his ranged imbued gunpowder, so no damage on his melee, all the defense and all the attack on his ranged. I like that mix. Yusuf says, wow about what? The fact that they're trying to defend the ruined chapel here? I would say wow too. Or are you talking about that single unit there that is trying to hold off the whole army? It was like one peasant standing up to the entire undead. Oh, force. That was crazy. Alright, Jorlorn figures if I can't kill Stratholm, if I can't defend that, I will at least destroy the Great Plague Cauldron that was spawned in the Western Plaguelands. Good move. Poppin' Your Dog says, I will be back later. Goodbye for now. I will see you in a minute, buddy. Thank you for coming and hanging out while you can. What's up, Ark? Good to see you. I think we're going to go ahead and call this part 1 in a minute of 3, because this has been a very difficult first game for the Alliance, or first part for the Alliance team. And the dwarves have abandoned their base and are trying to assault... Okay, interesting call. They're going to assault the Dragon Maw clan directly. Did they ever take out his cannon? Yes, they did. Actually, they did murder his Dragon Maw breath cannon, so well done. Who needs more help, Yellow or North Alliance? Well, right now, Yellow. Mostly because they ran out and are completely cut off from returning to Ironforge right now. I mean, I hope they run in and destroy this army. But realistically, there's Nukester. Alright, so Nukester has abandoned the north completely. Capital City's a done deal. He's got Borealis and Menethil Harbor, and he's going to be focusing on those. And you know what? I actually approve of that choice. In Hissen 1997, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming and joining us today, and I appreciate the follow. How are you doing today, man? I'm Azothan. We do Warcraft 3 custom maps and Shoutcasts as often as we can lately. And here comes Dalaran. Looks like they are determined to just crush Southern Evil. What is this choice here? The entire alliance is now down south. I got Brown, stay there, says Dark Green. I love this. Lordaeron stopping the Dragon Maw clan from being able to flank. And now it's just going to be the insane forces of the Dwarves, Dalaran, and Ranger Corps against Dark Horde. And they have the advantage. There's a lot more ranged nuking power here in the Alliance forces than there are at the moment in the Legion forces. Chumba Chumba needs to leave before Mac Theroden gets aimed down. That could be... I mean, seriously, Mac Theroden could very easily die right here if he keeps getting zapped. Oh my god, the stuns, the zaps, thundering shots. Yeah, that's a dead Mac Theroden. Sure as hell. Chumba Chumba loses Maggie. And up north, how's it going? Well, we have the Blood Elves and the Argent Crusade attempting to stem the tide of the undead. That's not gonna work. Wait, is there a fucking fight going on? I believe that evil has just split upon itself. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not wrong, and I very almost always am, I believe that the Civil War has just occurred. If we were to look at Zero Tool, he would no longer be allied to the undead. Indeed, he no longer has vision of Northrend, so the Lich King has split off from Kil'jaeden, and they're going to be going their own way. So that results in a little bit of a civil war here going on in Stratholm, but it won't last very long. Teal's forces aren't focused there at the moment. They're focused down south. I think I see a batch of them down here. Yep, there's where his Dreadlords are and where he'll be reinforcing 1,400 gold. So before we go ahead and call this at part 1 of this replay, let's go ahead and look at the resources available to each of our players. Iron Eel, he's got 8,000 lumber, but only 4 gold. So I'd say he's doing a pretty good job keeping that low. Poor Dark Green Nukesters at 70 gold and 60 lumber. He's clearly spending it more efficiently now, and he is on the back foot, but I gotta give him credit for really trying as hard as he can. Lord Uther seems to be abandoning Lordaeron, not going to help his Blood Elven allies here, which is a dick move. Spike Spiegel with 331, a bit of lumber, and he'll be trying to focus on taking Stratholme and moving down to kill off the humans up north. Default at 400, Foxeed 162, Chumba 479. Is that right? Chumba, yeah. Tyrannus Menethil 1,300 gold. Oh my god, dwarves. Okay. Doing well for yourselves. How many mines do you have at the moment? Did someone seriously let him get a mine up here? Okay, no, that's a nukester base. I thought he'd managed to steal the gold mine up north. Yep, alright. Hours at 109, Zero Tool 1,400, Yusuf 438, and Jorlorn nothing. Literally nothing. Poor Jorlorn. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. This has been the one, the only, the Azothan. And this has been part 1 of our Lordaeron the Foremath Shoutcast. Thank you so much. This is the first Lordaeron the remakening LTR. It's a Discord server. You'll find a link to it in the description. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in part 2. Those of you on Twitch, go ahead and stay here and we'll keep playing for now.